Hello, everybody. Welcome to my weird and wonderful world. And before I get into the main feature of this episode, just briefly want to mention that last night I had a fun time doing a test video for my. I went live last night for a little bit, and about 10 minutes in, did I get Ignatius B. Sampson joined in on the chat. He was the only one that did, and he's been a long time subscriber. He's not a new subscriber. I don't know who my new subscriber is, but thank you, whoever you are. But Ignatius B. Sampson, yeah, thank you for joining in and taking a tour with me around town. I really enjoyed that. And yeah, it's cool that you're from Arizona and all that. And I did watch the episode again after when I got home after. It was cool. It was cool. I like this how everything came out. I like the way that that the fireworks at the end ended and everything. So again, yeah, cool. Thank you again for being there. So I want to get into the main feature now, where I'm going to be talking about this album, Sparks Sparks. But for the remainder of the episode, I'm just going to refer this as a half Nelson. So yeah, I played it last night, and then I played just now because it's still in there, it's still in the player, right? I just before pressing record on this, I ended up playing not every song because some songs I'm a little bit more familiar with than the others. I wanted to just recap on the ones I'm less familiar with, so I played Falafali, Roger. Still don't know what that song is really about. High C, Fletcher, Honoramas, Simple Ballet, Slow Boat. Well, yes, parts of Slow Boat, parts of Simple Ballet. They're good, but I skipped over Biology too. I'm familiar with that. Now I understand why it's such a quirky and probably the most bizarre song on the album because it's not written by the brothers at all. It's written by which one? Mankey. Was it Earl Mankey or Jim Mankey that wrote that one? But one of the Mankeys wrote that one instead. And a Mankey also helped write No More Mr. Nice Guy. But I didn't play that one too because I'm very familiar with No More Mr. Nice Guy. So I did play Saccharine and The War, and then I played big bands, and then I wanted to do my review because now I have now I'm not going to give you any history lesson about the album or anything like that. For that, I want to just refer you down. I'll leave it down in the comments below. But there's so I married a record collector has made a much better video than I can. So you go check out that video if you haven't already. I'm pretty sure you have. You should be there before you come here. I'm sure. But anyway, yeah. So go check that out. Much better history lesson than I can give you. I'm just going to give you my personal opinion and my take on each album as I go along. So tomorrow, maybe not tomorrow. I might not make a video tomorrow because I will be going to work earlier and I won't have as much time. But on on Tuesday, I will do a review of a Wolfer and a Wolfer and Tweeter's closing. So I will be doing a review of that. I will be listening to that on the internet. I don't have the actual album for that yet, but I do want it. But let's get into this, okay? Again, I don't have an idea of what Roger is about, but it is a good song. My favorite song is still No More Mr. Nice Guys. That didn't change. But a very close second, I would say, is Fletcher's Honorama. I like the way that sounds. I like the way that flows. When you're listening to it again, I don't know why that the first time I played this, it didn't stand out as much because at the time, I think this was my third Sparks purchase, and the first album I purchased of Sparks was Kimono My House. The second album I purchased of Sparks was Propaganda. Instantly became my favorite. Oh, sorry. Instantly became my favorite album and still is my favorite album. But when I bought this and I listened to it for the first time, I don't know why it didn't really stand out. Not the way because I was comparing it to those two albums, and it was kind of different. And I had sampled other when I first heard this. I had sampled some other stuff from Sparks, but I haven't really heard any of the other albums in their entirety. I was only I much the three first ones that I purchased that I had heard. So it sounded to me a little bit more straightforward and standard. Yeah, there was a quirky song with Biology too that stuck out like a sore thumb. And of course, again, obviously, because it's not the Rons, I mean, not Ron or Russell that had anything to do with it, really. They're just basically accompanying it. So it's still Sparks, of course, but it's not it's not the two. So sadly, in a way, would you say it doesn't really count? It counts, okay, but it's not male. It's not it has no male influence, okay. So that's all I'm saying. Okay, you take it that as you will, but it is in my opinion, their most weird and bizarrest song, and it happens to be on this that I've heard so far. None of their other stuff I would consider as weird as that one. Again, but again, so, so I have to think of what would be, because if that doesn't count as the weirdest song because it's not the Mail Brothers, what would be their weirdest song? I have to think about that. I'll get back to you on that. But yeah, re-listening to it again last night in the earphones, Fala Fali, you being their second song on the album, you really, in that song in particular, you do actually hear what is to come. It is a good amalgamation, and I mean, a good pre, you know, a foreshadowing. It's actually really good foreshadowing to everything that's going to be coming after. High C has to be the prequel to Bon Voyage. It doesn't. I mean, of course, it's not the same kind of register or anything, but there is such a same feeling that it gives me the same feeling as Bon Voyage does, because it's about the same kind of subject matter. So when I listened to High C, yeah, that's the first thing that came to mind. That yeah, it does have an echo, a, like a foreshadowing of Bon Voyage. That so Fala Fali kind of is a yeah an echo of what is to come for all their career, but High C is a foreshadowing for Bon Voyage for sure, for sure. Um, yeah, again, like I was gonna say, Fletcher on Orama is pretty much tied as my sec as my favorite song in some ways with No More Mr. Nice Guys. I think No More Mr. Nice Guys is just slightly above it, but I really do enjoy Fletcher's Honorama. When that came on, it perks me up. Yeah, yeah. I think that re-listening to it again, I do keep liking it more and more and more each time that I play it. And Half Nelson, yeah, I do like it. So again, like I said, I'm not gonna make this a long episode. If you want to catch more, a better explanation of the history and a little bit of a more in-depth look into this album, yeah, again, go check out So I Married a Record Collector's channel. I will leave the link down below in the comments. I will pin it there. So That's it. That's it. That's all I have to say about that. I will have more to say about some of the other albums that comes along, especially when it comes to Kimono My House, Propaganda, Number One in Heaven, Womp That Sucker, uh, yeah, Angst in My Pants, and yeah, yeah. I can't wait to get some of those. Some of those are going to be some really good reviews. I swear. As we go along, this will get a little cooler and better. Yeah. So okay, I'm going to let you go before I start rambling. And everybody, please, I will be making another video later on tonight or in the afternoon. We will see. I have a plan. I got a comedy video coming up. Okay, just a foreshadowing, a warning. There is going to be a comedy video. Nothing in it is serious, but I am doing a personal commentary. I'm going to be playing a character. It's going to be a funny character. I don't want to give anything away yet, but yeah, just know that I do want to do another video later that's going to be comedic. It's going to be funny. So everybody, and also because I'm doing, I have to be wearing my Spark shirt today. I am going to be going out, and I haven't worn it in over a week. So today I put it on, and yeah, Sparks. So Sparkstember has started. We are the first today. All right, I'm done. Everybody, please. I love you guys. I do. I love you guys. So if you consider subscribing to my channel, I will love you forever for sure, for sure. And please hit like, please comment. Everybody, as always, please be safe. Take care. I will see you on the flip side. And please, everybody, have a great day, evening, morning, night, afternoon, wherever you may be. Peace, everybody.